Comics has always made me really happy, and it makes me happy getting them every Wednesday. It's pretty fun, it's pretty interesting, and you should do it too. First thing I got was obviously The Amazing Spider-Man. This is issue 979. We're getting really close to the 1,000 issue mark, and I'm really excited for that. This issue has some pretty interesting happen. This issue had some pretty interesting things happen. One thing I like is when Spider-Man found out that the new shiny suit he had was actually a living being in indentured servitude, sort of. And he was like, "Yeah, you can just leave. I don't want that." Even at the cost of his own life, even when he was in a dangerous situation, and the suit would have really helped, he was like, "I'm gonna let you go because I'm not like that." And the suit was like, "Oh my god, you have such a miserable life." I really like the dynamic between the two, and thought it was pretty interesting. And he did get a weaker version of the same suit. He got a new love interest, which is pretty cool, I guess. Oh, there says there's a bonus digital edition. Ooh. Does Marvel still does, like, if you get like the physical edition of a book, you get like a digital version? I don't know if they do that anymore. Next up is Batgirl. Oh, I actually haven't even read this, but the story is heading in a very interesting direction. I'm not quite sure I like it, but we haven't seen enough of it for me to decide if it's good or bad or not. So right now, even though it's heading in a new uncertain direction, I still like the story. Oh, I forgot to mention for the Amazing Spider-Man. Let's say the Ultimate Spider-Man stocks are down and Amazing Spider-Man stocks are up. This is the better story right now, in all honesty. Next. Oh, we have Birds of Prey. Oh, what's this? I've read this issue as well, so I don't really know what's going on, but the demon cover is pretty cool. I think they're on an undercover mission. Is Cass still in this team? Oh, she is. I don't know how she's juggling two teams now. Oh. Next up, we have Batman. Oh my god, we gotta talk about this one. Okay, I know how, wow. Bryce Young said each issue is gonna be its own self-contained episode, so I guess this was sort of like a mini episode. And it has really interesting implications. Like, I don't even know what to think. It was good, but at the same time, like, odd, if that makes sense. So I like the little boy filming everything on his phone and getting footage of Batman and going to journalists. I like that little mini side plot that's happening in contrast to Vandal trying to set out Batman as well. I like that really well. And Batman's relationship with Tim was really good. It was kind of funny that Bernard stopped him at the door, because people have been saying Bernard doesn't really have a personality, so that was maybe a hint of a little bit of a personality. So maybe that's coming through. And then the mind-altering tech. I really liked the debate that was happening on TV between Hugo Strange and this new character. I thought it was really interesting. And I thought there was definitely some points being made about, like, being your true self and being muddled and stuff like that. I really liked that debate. I don't know why Batman thought he fell in love with her with that debate, because that debate, she didn't win that debate outright. As much as I hate Hugo Strange, he was making some very valid points about chemically controlling people with electrical impulses in their brain. But we get to see a contrast to his viewpoint later on with the Riddler. But first, in regards to chemically or electronically controlling your brain impulses to make you different, and it might kill a creative by making him more muddled, and make him shine more brightly by taking care of his troubles. I know sometimes artists are troubled souls, and I don't really know what happens when you take that trouble away. Man, it's a hard topic. I hope this book goes into it, but with the ending I'm talking about, it might not be so clear cut. I like the Riddler breaking in to try to get this tech, and get to see a little bit of his obsessive struggle with riddles and words. It's really interesting because he just wants his mind clear. And wow, it was really kind of a beautiful moment. I never really saw the Riddler, this obsessive person who couldn't stop taking riddles. I thought he was just doing on a bit, like an act. I thought it was just arrogant, but the fact that he can't really control anything kind of makes me feel really sad and bad for him. It kind of made me really empathetic towards the Riddler. But at the end, we learned that that technology that they're using, she might be experimenting on people and arguing with them, and that's not really morally ethical. It's not really approved, so we have some moral dualism here, so I find that contrast really interesting. Can't wait to read more. I'm really liking where the story's heading so far, issue 3 in. Next up, we have Absolute Superman. Next up, we have Green Lantern. Oh my god, I saw some panels off this that made me want to tap in again. I haven't caught up yet, but I will catch up. I'll do a video talking about specifically Absolute Green Lantern. I got you, fam. Next up is. Oh wait, that's it? No, we got some. I finally got a trade of Absolute Wonder Woman because I already got the Absolute Batman one and just decided to top up with it. That's pretty much it. I have the Absolute Batman somewhere somewhere in the back. Next up we have Supergirl. This is a pretty interesting story. I recently read Tom King's Supergirl. That book, somewhere in the bag over there, and I really liked it. And I wanted to know where Supergirl continued her adventures, and this is one of those. This is like the... So this, I've already read this in the past as it was being collected in single editions, but I decided to hop in right now. It's a really great story, and I think it really follows up Woman of Tomorrow really well for some reason. Like, it feels like a proper follow-up, if that makes sense. And so, man, it follows up on the theme of compassion in that book and handles it really well. With, I would say, it's sort of a higher stakes situation. And it shows off Kara's ability to think and act by herself independently in outer space, really. Man, it's such a good book, man. And the relationship with Clark and her parents, and reminiscing about Krypton, and her relationship with Power Girl, even with fucking Lewis. Oh my god, this book is real. Even with the Olsen twins. Oh my god. Man. I think I've been hesitant in the beginning reading female characters. I don't know if that makes me misogynistic, but I just realized that, and I've been trying to get into Wonder Woman as well, which is what I will be reading. I don't remember the book. What was the book called? It was called it's on my shelf somewhere. It's about Wonder Woman Astoria. Yeah, I'll read that before the end of the year, hopefully. Next up is we have the Spectre, The Wrath of the Spectre. This is a really old book, and it collects a bunch of issues. I've always been interested in the Spectre as a character, and so I just picked this up just to read about him. And the guy at the comic book shop did mention that this was a really good story, and he really liked the art, so I'm excited to pick it up and start reading. I think this is the last one. This is another DC Compact Edition. I think I have everything now, everything that's been coming out so far. I've actually read V for Vendetta. I just got it because it was in Compact Edition, but I will be tapping in. I really like the way the paper's framed. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's pretty chill. I actually don't even know what the book is about. I should have probably done my research. But I said I would collect all the compact edition books that come out, even though it's crowding my library shelf space. Yeah, that's pretty much it. See you next week.